Google just made a small change to its phone app, and it's driving some Pixel users crazy. Imagine you're on a call, holding the phone to your ear like you always do, and suddenly, the whole screen flips sideways into landscape. The end call button that you expect at the bottom, now it's floating over to the side. That's exactly what's happening, and it has left a lot of people disoriented. This might sound like a minor tweak, but it matters because the Phone by Google app isn't just any dialer. For Pixel owners, it's central to how calls work, complete with smart features like call screening, spam filtering, and even Google's magical wait on hold trick that lets the assistant sit through endless hold music for you. So when Google changes the way the app behaves, it instantly affects millions of daily interactions. Here's what's going on. Pixel phones used to let the home screen rotate into landscape mode, but that option was slowly phased out. It first appeared way back in 2017 with Android 7.1.2, and then by Android 10, the toggle was being pulled. By Android 12, the stock Pixel launcher dropped landscape entirely. That meant, whether you liked it or not, your home screen, app drawer, and overview screen were stuck in portrait. But strangely enough, the phone app still supports landscape. If you rotate your phone sideways while dialing or during a call, the interface flips with you. The dialer keypad shifts to the right-hand side, suggested contacts show up to the left, and a navigation bar gives you quick access to call history, voicemail, and the keypad. On paper, this sounds like a nice option, more space, a cleaner layout. The issue is, not everyone actually wants it. One Reddit user sums it up perfectly. They were mid-call, holding the phone like normal, when the screen suddenly jumped into landscape. That meant when it came time to hang up, the familiar red end call button wasn't where their thumb expected it to be. Instead of bottom center, it had slid off to the side, which made the whole interaction feel awkward and unintuitive. And since there's no dedicated toggle inside the phone app, the only way to prevent this is to disable auto rotate across the whole phone, which many people don't want to do. So this isn't just about aesthetics, it's about usability. Phones are muscle memory devices. You don't think about where the buttons are, your fingers just know. When something suddenly shifts out of place, even by a couple inches, it throws off the entire flow. And that's especially annoying when you're trying to hang up quickly or manage in-call options like mute or speaker. In landscape mode, the layout itself is pretty specific. At the top, you'll see the Wi-Fi call indicator if you're connected that way, followed by the contact name, number, and profile icon. To the right are pill-shaped buttons for keypad, mute, speaker, and more. It's functional, but it's also very different than what you expect in portrait mode. And unless you're using speakerphone or holding the phone sideways on a desk, it feels like a feature that solves a problem most people didn't have in the first place. So should Google just kill this? Some people argue yes, portrait is the natural orientation for calls, so why complicate things? Others, myself included, think the better approach would be to keep landscape available, but add a simple toggle in settings. That way, those who like the flexibility can use it, and those who find it disorienting can shut it off without disabling rotation everywhere else. This also points to a bigger pattern with Google software decisions. They often test changes quietly, roll them out without much explanation, and then watch user reactions. Sometimes that works. Features like Call Screen or Hold for Me became beloved almost instantly. But other times, like with the removal of home screen rotation or now this forced landscape dialer, it feels like Google is experimenting with user experience in ways that don't always align with how people actually use their phones. My take? I'd rather Google lean into consistency. If the Pixel launcher doesn't rotate, maybe the phone app shouldn't either, unless you've explicitly enabled it. That would prevent those frustrating accidental flips while still letting power users customize their setup. At the end of the day, a phone app should feel invisible. You should barely notice it's there because it's just helping you connect with people. When the UI itself becomes a distraction, that's a sign something needs rethinking. So the real question is, will Google listen? Pixel owners are a vocal bunch, and history shows that enough feedback can push Google to bring back features or tweak them. Until then, if your dialer keeps turning sideways mid-call, the only workaround is disabling auto-rotate system-wide, which, let's be honest, feels like using a sledgehammer to fix a squeaky hinge. So what do you think? Is landscape mode on the phone app a neat option, or just an annoyance? Personally, I think choice is the key. Give us a toggle, and let users decide how their calls should look. That's the Pixel way we actually want. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.